The Martian by Ridley Scott tells the story of astronaut Mark Watney stranded on Mars in the most realistic way possible, by incorporating the science of NASA and consulting experts in the field of astrophysics and astrology. However, the fact it was so realistic took the feeling of wonder and awe away from the film. Compared to Ridley Scott's other work, The Martian seems to be the least exciting in terms of its creative flair, its message, and overall impact as a movie. The fact is that the more fantasy you get in science fiction, the more fun, intriguing, and enjoyable it is. The style of The Martian, compared to other sci-fi, is bland. This is mainly due to the fact that Mars is, on the surface level, quite a boring place. It's an orange planet, nothing on it, with no inhabitants. Compare this clip of Mars to the shot in Blade Runner 2049 and their locations. In Blade Runner, we can see a dead Las Vegas, where this place used to be of power and invincibility, is now in rubble as the orange poison sky engulfs everything. Now look at Mars. It's a giant orange desert, and while it's vast, it has no real character, no real impact. It's just an object for the protagonist to overcome. We can see and look at so many other planets with such visual flair in films that it doesn't really help when we compare it to this. The visual flair in those are much more memorable. The idea with unrealistic science fiction is that they don't have a good message. This is not true, as imaginative science fiction can have a good theme. Prime example of this is Star Wars. The theme of nature versus technology is prevalent throughout the second movie. How the protagonists, when in natural environments, have more freedom and with a sense of purity around them. Environments with danger are often surrounded with technology. Star Wars is very unrealistic on its take through space travel, physics, and logic, but it does have a message. Doctor Who is also a science fiction show that has unrealistic and mostly theoretical science, but some would describe it as life-changing. Doctor Who inspired me to take up medical science and discover new ways to help people. And it's about a man traveling through time and space in a blue box. It proves that science fiction does not need to be realistic to have a good message behind it. In fact, it can be said that due to the vast imagination in science fiction, there is just as much to learn. When we look at films such as The Martian, which overall is a good film, it pales in comparison to other less realistic films regarding impact with culture and media. The Martian's realistic look at science makes it unrelatable to larger audiences and limits its scale. We can look at Star Wars, Star Trek, Alien, Doctor Who, and many more that are so influential because they are so imaginative. They're all well-known films and TV shows. The immersion of science fiction, like Star Wars and Alien, comes from their design, endless worlds, and unique aesthetic. The science would actually hamper the feeling these films resonate with us. Science shapes more realistic films like The Martian as a central theme. However, the less realistic it is, the more you can enjoy the merits a story has to offer. In conclusion, realistic science fiction gives a limited outlook on things that just shouldn't be limited. There can be so much imagination that it only weakens the genre in total. Its entirety of its enjoyment is actually based on imagination. In the words of Terry Pratchett, people think stories are shaped by people. In fact, it's the other way around. In the end, science fiction shouldn't be shaped by us. It shouldn't be shaped by science. In fact, it should be so free that it shapes our lives and our decisions. Thank you for watching.